Welcome back to Razmafsan TV. I'm going to show you a series of videos on Varzesh Pahlavani in English. So, we have some older videos in Persian, but I'm going to show you videos in English. And our member in Iran, a champ in Varzesh Pahlavani, Farshid Rahimi Darabadi, Mr. Darabadi is going to show these techniques to you. The first is sang or wooden shield. Sang represents the shield, and it is meant to train the muscles to be able to carry heavy shields and armor back then on the battlefield. A sang is a representation of separ, shield, as I mentioned, and actually in training is the first tool which you start Varzesh Pahlavani with. Originally, sang was called sang-e-zur, meaning power stone. In the past, sang was made of stone. Today, they are made of two wooden planks and are equipped with handles, so you can pick them up. The wooden handles, which are positions in the middle of the sang, are covered with felt so that the hands are not injured during training sessions. Each sang is approximately 110 centimeters long and 80 centimeters wide. The wooden plank has a thickness of 6 centimeters. Each sang weighs 35 to 40 kilos, and together both of them weigh 70 kilos to 80 kilos, so 70 to 80 kilos. This is the hardest exercise in the Zurkhane, and as I mentioned before, the first exercise which you start your Varzesh Pahlavani with it. The athlete puts a blanket or a carpet down and lies on his back. Then he takes the handles of the sang so that each hand is holding one sang. And there are two types of training with the sang, two major types. Sang is the first tool which is representative of separ, and the first tool you start Varzesh Pahlavani with, and it weighs between 40 to 80 kilos together, and this is what you use. And the way you use sang is you go and lie on the ground, and as I mentioned in the beginning of the Zohane, you start with it. You just lie on your back, as I'm doing now, and then I hold the handles, and there are two types of exercises with sang. The first one is sang peres or sang jofti or joft, meaning couple. It means couple. In order to do that, you should stretch your legs, pick up the sangs and bring them down to your chest. And both sangs should be kept completely horizontal to the ground. Use the wrists to keep them straight. And at the same time, you lift them up and then bring them back. Stretch your arms and bring them back to your chest. You do this 12 to 17 times. The first one is sang peres or sang jofti. And in order to do that, you need to stretch your legs. Okay, you pick up the sangs, bring them down. They should be kept horizontal to the ground. Bring down to your chest, right? And use your wrists to keep them straight. Then you stretch your arms again. You see? Then you bring them back to your chest in a horizontal fashion. You see that, and it strengthens your muscles. Then we have qaltān or turning. In the qaltān, you should turn to the left or to the right accordingly, stretching. If you turn to the left, you stretch your right elbow with the sang and the arm to raise the sang in your right arm. Then you should also bend your elbow and turn to the right and stretch the left elbow and arm using the left sang. And then the legs also move accordingly to the sides. Sange qaltān, or turning, or sange peach, is what this exercise is called. In qaltān, you need to pick up and bend both knees, bring them to your chest, as I do here. Then you go to the side, then stretch your legs, and also stretch here my right arm, as you can see that here. Important is that both your legs remain below the level or surface level of the sang, of which I'm holding in my left arm. Then I bring to the chest the knees, bend them, then stretch the legs. The same thing with the other hand.